Okay, it's May 17th. We're officially 1 week out from the infamous May 10th date where many people in the mortgage industry thought that interest rates would fall. However, over the course of the past week, interest rates have actually risen. I'm here to dig into why interest rates have risen and where we can possibly see some relief in the future. Have we been looking at it all wrong? Over the course of the past year, we've been focusing on three major factors that could lead to interest rates falling. First and foremost, the CPI report. Second, the jobless claims report. And third, the Fed meeting. Unfortunately, I feel like we've been weighing way too much information on the CPI report. We know the CPI has fallen. We know it's going to continue to fall over the course of the next few months. However, it appears the Fed is actually monitoring the jobless claims report as a true factor of when we will enter a recession. And unfortunately, we likely won't see lower rates until we enter that recession. So we know we've been seeing a softening labor market. This was indicated in last week's jobless claims report, where jobless claims were around 264,000. However, the Fed needs to see around 325 to 350,000 jobless claims before they actually pivot and start to lower interest rates. So why does the Fed really want to see jobless claims increase rather than CPI reduce? Well, jobless claims will actually be a leading indicator that our economy has officially entered that recession. So we've talked about the interest rate lockdown here at Secure Choice Lending. However, the reason why the interest rate lockdown doesn't actually affect inventory is because anyone selling their house is actually a net buyer. So if you're selling your 3% interest rate to buy a 6% interest rate, well, that doesn't solve our inventory crisis. The Fed needs to solve our inventory crisis, and the only way to solve that is by having somebody sell their house but not actually being a net buyer. The only way to do that is through weakening demand or through foreclosure. We know foreclosures at near all-time lows. We know it's going to increase slightly over the course of the next 2 years, but it's going to be nothing like 2007, 2008, or 2009. However, that mini foreclosure process, which we're going to see, should bring some relief to the inventory market. This is why the Fed wants to see jobless claims increase. So we're not seeing interest rates fall until something breaks. We're not rooting for that here. Our job is simply to evaluate the data. Interest rates will not fall until jobless claims break around 325,000 or 350,000. So let's continue to monitor this report. This is the report that actually matters. The CPI, again, will continue to give data on this, but this is the report that we need to watch for interest rates to actually fall.